I crapped all over Star Wars last week. Here's another one that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'll make this very brief. We have to go. Lord of the Rings, right? You got all these unbelievable, capable, like crazy warrior type guys, right? You got some dude with massive ears who can shoot a penny from 6 miles away with a bow and arrow and can jump.
What's his name? Mr. Expert?
He
didn't know, though. He didn't know.
Legolas.
Okay.
You got Aragorn, who's apparently a king and doesn't know it, and is like a crazy fighter and killing all these things.
Okay.
And is like 800 years old because I forget the name of the type of man he is, but he has extended life. Good for him. You got this wizard who was already pretty tough, and then he comes back with a white robe. Bathrobes were still in style back then. Now he's crazy powerful. You got a bunch of like angry little trolls who have a bunch of axes. They're super tough.
Well, they're dwarfs, but
all these things, right?
Okay.
Over the course of this trilogy, I'm just going with the main trilogy, the Lord of the Rings.
Are we talking movies or books? There's no way you read the books, so movies. Okay.
Lord of the Rings.
That's fine. Lord of the Rings, not books.
Over the course of these 3 movies, they travel like 85 trillion miles on foot. Sure. All over all freaking creation.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Never saw a Dunkin' Donuts?
Amongst all these unbelievably like valorous, that's not a word, warriors, with all these powers.
Yeah, sure.
You find these 2 freaking dwarfs who have hair, not even dwarfs, what are they? Hobbits, with little feet, no shoes.
Wrong. Huge feet. Okay, keep going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Little people, massive feet, hairy feet, no athletic ability at all. These guys have done nothing.
Linebackers, ever heard of them?
They've done nothing but walk around the Shire and plant freaking, peppers or whatever else they're doing. They're having their little dancing things. They're singing and dancing like idiots. Be quiet.
No,
These are the guys you decide, you know what? Fate of the universe, instead of just giving this ring to the Eagles that can come out of nowhere, but only once in a while.
You can't give them direction. You couldn't do that.
The Eagles come every time.
You can call them to you. You can't then tell them, here's a map, go this way. You have to direct them at that point.
So here's a simple solution, because the Eagles can carry people. We saw that in one of the newer movies.
The last one,
or the Hobbit ones. Dude, pick up Gandalf in your stupid white robe and throw the ring into a volcano. It's not like you have to go to...
That right there is
so
why
stupid.
Your biases overflow into the fantasy world. You only see from the outside. You don't see the inner person. Those men, those little hobbits, those little disgusting people, as you describe them, are only the most noble of creatures who had the ability to withstand the temptation of the ring. Those others didn't do it because they couldn't do it. Michael Giuseppe.
Here's another thing then. When he comes back as Gandalf the White and he's already super, super powerful, dude, just sack up and use the ring yourself and just wipe out the armies.
But then he would be tempted by it. He could never let it go at that point. He'd become just another little troll Gandalf
okay, so then it doesn't make sense then. If the thing is that powerful, why did Sauron then how did Sauron get his hand cut off by some random king with a sword? If there's like this unbelievable, all-powerful thing and nobody can control it, but this guy can, then there's no way. That's what I'm saying. There's no context of power.
I'm not saying the ring itself and its power is not anything to do with its effect on the mind. Again, it goes back to the internal person, not the external person.
Okay, here's another thing then. Very simple solution. Put it in a lead box. Strap it to your back.
It's not Superman. It's not like it's kryptonite in a lead box.
You
don't know how it works. The radiation from the ring is not based on Kryptonian lore.
In real life, that whole saga is not 9 movies. How many? 7 movies? 6 movies?
3.
Well, no, there was before though.
The Hobbit. Okay, so 6.
Was it just so 6? 3 hours a piece runtime, 18 hours out of your life. In real life,
unless you're getting the extended versions, then it's like 3.5 to 4 hours.
In real life, that whole drama takes place in 6 minutes. Either they're victorious and the guy throws a box into a volcano and the ring melts, or B, Sauron's like, gotcha, slaughters all of them and it's over. That is it. That takes place in 6 minutes flat, guaranteed.
Much more entertaining too. So that's the bonus.
Move on. Next. We're done. That's it. We're good. Sports Cards Nonsense brought to you by the Ringer Podcast Network. Powered by Spotify. Thank you for listening.
Oh, wow.
We'll see you next Monday, Thursday. Goodbye.
Bold moves.